Hello and welcome to Big Story, and I'm Sandeep. Around a billion people worldwide, especially in India, are celebrating Diwali. Even it's age-old that NRIs and overseas Indians celebrate the festival locally, but now Diwali is becoming a global delight. And this is the big story for the day. Diwali, also known as Deepavali and the Hindu festival of lights, is one of India's most widely celebrated holidays. It overlaps with other harvest rituals and festivals. The dates for the holiday vary each year as they follow the lunar calendar. Diwali originated in India more than 2,500 years ago, as per some sources. However, it's an annual festival which expands to the Indian diaspora and usually observed for 5 days or even as short as 1 day, depending on where a person lives or how the person celebrates. Diwali is celebrated mainly by Hindus and Indians across the Indian diaspora for different reasons. It is also celebrated among other South Asian religions in various ways. Different religious traditions in India each fit their religious themes and narratives into Diwali. Some Hindus, for example, believe Diwali to be the return of Lord Ram, an avatar of Vishnu, from 14 years of exile. Other Hindus believe it to be the celebration of killing of Asura, means demon Narakasura, by Lord Krishna, another avatar of Vishnu. Some Hindus see Diwali as a chance to worship and celebrate the Hindu goddess of wealth Lakshmi. And for others, like Sarma, Diwali is victory of knowledge over ignorance. And in the eastern part of India, it is observed as the Kali Puja.
Dewali, also known as Deepavali, is a Hindu festival of lights, celebrated by Hindus, Jains, and Sikhs across the world. The name Diwali comes from the Sanskrit word Deepavali, meaning row of lights. The festival is a celebration of the victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. It is also a time for Hindus to give thanks for the harvest and to welcome the new year. Diwali is a 5-day festival, with each day having its own special significance. The first day of Diwali is Dhanteras, which is a day to worship Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. The second day is Naraka Chaturdashi, which is a day to remember the victory of Lord Krishna over the demon Narakasura. The third day is the main day of Diwali, and it is known as Lakshmi Puja. On this day, Hindus light oil lamps and decorate their homes with rangoli, which are colorful designs made from sand or rice powder. They also exchange gifts and sweets with their friends and family. The fourth day of Diwali is Padwa, which is a day to celebrate the return of Lord Rama to Ayodhya after his 14 years of exile. The fifth and final day of Diwali is Bhai Dooj, which is a day for brothers and sisters to celebrate their bond. On this day, sisters give gifts to their brothers, and brothers promise to protect their sisters. Diwali is a time for Hindus to come together and celebrate their faith, culture, and traditions. It is a time for joy, laughter, and hope. Diwali.
Not only among Hindus, Diwali celebrations for Sikhs commemorate the release of Guru Har Gobind, who was imprisoned around 1617 and released in 1619. Jains also celebrate Diwali. They do it in the remembrance of the day Lord Mahavira, revered as one of the greatest teachers of religion, who attained nirvana or enlightenment.
Around the world, people are lighting up the sky with fireworks and dressing up their homes with colorful decor and candles. It's Diwali, the festival of lights. The word Diwali was inspired from a Sanskrit word called Deepavali, which means rows of lit lamps. And that's why Diwali is known as the festival of lights. The 5-day festival is celebrated every fall by Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, and some Buddhists. Hindus celebrate Diwali to rejoice Lord Ram's return home after being exiled for 14 years and defeating a king known as Ravan. Jains celebrate the festival to mark the spiritual awakening of their Lord Mahavira. Sikhs celebrate Diwali to commemorate their spiritual leader Guru Har Govind's return to Amritsar, a city in northern India, after being imprisoned. And some Buddhists celebrate the festival to honor their emperor Ashoka's decision to follow a path of peace and converting to Buddhism, after witnessing a lot of killings. Although these four religions have different reasons for celebrating Diwali, what they all have in common is the concept of new beginnings, light over darkness, and good over evil. Diwali is celebrated with prayers, fireworks, candles lit inside of clay pots, rangolis, which are colored patterns drawn on the ground with colored rice or powder, and it's also a good reason to invite friends and family over for a big meal. Around the world, people are lighting up the sky with fireworks and dressing up their homes with colorful decor and candles. It's Diwali, the festival of lights. The word Dewali was inspired from a Sanskrit word called Deepavali, which means rows of lit lamps, and that's why Diwali is known as the festival of lights. The 5-day festival is celebrated every fall by Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, and some Buddhists. Hindus celebrate Diwali to rejoice Lord Ram's return home after being exiled for 14 years.
The Devotional celebrations in Ayodhya is very much special today because they are celebrating the Deepavali after the first time after the consecration of the Ram temple. In other words, according to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Deepavali is being celebrated in a true spirit in the presence of Ram Lalla after 500 years. The celebrations featured among 1100 people performing a special aarti on the banks of Sarayu River, with devotees getting ready for Diwali. The Ram temple in Ayodhya is decorated for the Deepotsav at the first celebration since temple consecration in January. The BJP-led Uttar Pradesh government had planned to light up the city with 28 lakh earthen lamps to set up a new world record. Narendra Modi announced on Tuesday that this year's Diwali will be historic as thousands of lamps will light up the temple at Ram Lalla's birthplace in Ayodhya, celebrating the festival after 500-year wait. And on the other side, the Swaminarayan Akshardham temple in Gandhinagar has been beautifully illuminated with diyas, a glow garden, and festive lighting in celebration of Deepavali. The temple will host Diwali festivities from October 30th to November 8th, with more than 10,000 diyas expected to be lit during the celebrations.
you.
As we all know, since over a decade, the White House is also celebrating Deepavali. US President Joe Biden shared heartfelt message. They lit to Diya to symbolize the Diwali's message, seeking the light of wisdom, love, unity over darkness of hate and division. US President Joe Biden is not the only world leader to celebrate Diwali. NASA astronaut Sunita Williams, who has been in space for nearly 5 months, extended her warmest wishes for Diwali to those celebrating festival in the United States and around the globe. In a video message straight from International Space Station, the Indian origin astronaut said that this year she had the unique opportunity to observe Diwali from 260 miles above the earth, reminisced about her father's efforts to keep their cultural roots alive by teaching her and her family about Diwali and other Indian festivals.
As we watch, Suni Williams wish her a happy Diwali from the International Space Station. Astronauts talk about that thin blue line that separates Earth from space. But we thought, what a wonderful way to celebrate the Festival of Lights at the White House by looking up into the heavens. Diwali is celebrated openly and proudly here in the White House. And by the way, this is not my house, this is your house. Now as president, I've been honored to host the biggest Diwali receptions ever at the White House.
भारतीय समुदाय को ध्यान में रखते हुए व्हाइट हाउस में दिवाली समारोह का आयोजन किया गया। यहाँ पर अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति जो बाइडेन ने लोगों को संबोधित किया और दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं दी।
You know, we just heard how far that journey can take you. As we watch, Suni Williams wish her a happy Diwali from the International Space Station. Now, we were going to do a live video, but as I pointed out already, she's traveling 17,000 miles an hour, 5 miles a second, and she's going to see 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets, all while the very precise experiments are being done. It's incredible. We couldn't figure out when the hell she'd show up. You watch the video and you see NASA's mesmerizing images of Earth, you'll notice something simple and profound. Astronauts talk about that thin blue line that separates Earth from space, life from destruction, lightness from darkness. But we thought, what a wonderful way to celebrate the Festival of Lights at the White House by looking up into the heavens. The South Asian American community enriched every part of American life, and that's the truth. And that is among the fastest growing, most engaged community in the country you are now. On this day in America, we think about that journey of light. Early in our nation's founding, generation before Dia, in the shadow of suspicion. Now in the time, Dewali is celebrated openly and proudly here in the White House. And by the way, this is not my house, this is your house.
As Diwali fervour swept across India, Indians in London converged to celebrate the vibrant Festival of Lights. Thousands gathered in London's Trafalgar Square on October 27 to celebrate Diwali, the Festival of Lights, with Mayor Sadiq Khan addressing the crowd, emphasizing themes of unity and good prevailing over evil. The event featured diverse performances, food stalls and attendees from across cultures, reflecting London's multicultural spirit.
I hosted the first Dewali reception, and it was at the Vice President's residence. An Irish Catholic president, Vice President at the time, opening our home for holiday celebration by Hindus, Buddhists, Jainis, Sikhs, and more. How America, to remind us all of our power to be the light, all of us. Now as president, I've been honored to host the biggest Diwali receptions ever at the White House. As we watch, Suni Williams wish her a happy Diwali from the International Space Station. Astronauts talk about that thin blue line that separates Earth from space, But we thought, what a wonderful way to celebrate the Festival of Lights at the White House by looking up into the heavens. Diwali's.
The Indian Festival of Lights is celebrated worldwide with vibrant colors, lights and joy. This year, Toronto lit up the skyline to honor the beautiful festival and captured the thrilling moment. From dazzling fireworks displays against Toronto's iconic backdrop to the joy of the people gathered in celebration, we can catch the glimpses of decorations, festive vibes and happy faces celebrating light over the darkness and hope over despair.
मैं मौजूद हूँ इस वक्त नेथन फिलिप्स स्क्वायर में टोरंटो के डाउनटाउन में जहाँ पे चल रहा है दिवाली का फेस्टिवल। आज यहाँ का लास्ट डे है, सेकंड डे है दिवाली का। आपने मेरे पिछले व्लॉग्स में देखा होगा जो मैंने फर्स्ट डे पे कवर किया था इस दिवाली इवेंट डे एंड नाइट को। आज इसका लास्ट डे है तो ये 2 दिन होता है यहाँ पर।
Everybody, get ready for spectacular fireworks. 3, 2, 1.
बहुत ही ज़्यादा लोग हैं। ओह माय गॉड। चलना मुश्किल हो रहा है।
Diwali is a time for giving and receiving gifts, and UAE retailers have celebratory offers for shoppers. Several brands and individual stores have announced offers from jewelry and close to home decor and food. Families and community groups have geared up for the biggest Diwali blast in Dubai, which will feature a variety of sweets, traditional diyas, LED lights, beautiful rangolis, and much more.
Two, one. This is the time when we do a firework countdown. We've got 30 seconds to go. All of us, let's say this. Happy Diwali!
Isn't that beautiful?
Get your phones out, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first ever Diwali celebration called the Noor Festival of Light. Celebrated right here at the scene by the Queen. Happy Diwali to everyone celebrating tonight. This is how we do it in Dubai. A big shout out going out to DET, Dubai Economic and Tourism, and all our partners for Noor Festival of Lights.
Happy Diwali, everybody! Say Happy Diwali! Beautiful, was amazing. This is Noor Festival, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrations continue for the next 3 days. Look at that.
Entire Singapore is decked up for Diwali, and in Little India, the festive atmosphere with bazaar, street light-ups, cultural performances, and henna tattoos follows the silver chariot procession and witnessing the awe-inspiring Thimiti ritual, which belongs to local Tamilians. The rich heritage of Deepavali in Singapore is seen with local delicacies and traditional mix-up with the native Indians. And in the adjacent country of Singapore and Malaysia, Indians are looking forward to Diwali festivities, and they are not the only ones. Even the locals celebrate the Diwali in the same enthusiasm. For many Indians from other parts of the world, Diwali in Malaysia is an exciting occasion celebrated on a grander scale than in their own countries, including India. This is a very strange thing. There are so many sweets, cakes, biscuits that can be found here in Malaysia. The decorations are nicer compared to India, according to the localites. Diwali in Mauritius is a public holiday in the island. It marks the end of the 5-day celebration aligning with the new moon, therefore the darkest night according to the Hindu calendar. Mauritius has the third highest Hindu population in the world behind India and Nepal. As Mauritius accounts about 63% of the Indian majority, where 80% of which follow Hinduism. Celebrations of almost all the Hindu festivals are a common phenomenon, so the Diwali festival has become an age-old tradition. The lighting of the diyas and lamps all over the island is also to celebrate the return of Ram, the hero of Ramayana, from his 14 years of exile. Besides celebrating the victory of light over the darkness and good over the evil, these flickering lights also symbolize the start of summer. Also, the main day of the festival is observed as particularly auspicious time for merchants to make up their balances and accounts for the previous year to get rid of the burdens of the next year.
लेकिन पता नहीं कहाँ होगा, तो देखना पड़ेगा। मैं ढूंढता हूँ, मुझे लगता है इस साइड में तो नहीं कहीं हो रहा, क्योंकि पहले यहाँ होता है। अभी यहाँ पर ये बनाया हुआ है एलिफेंट, पर भी बनाया हुआ मोर। क्या है मोर और एलिफेंट, अंदर जाके दिखाता हूँ। वहाँ देखो, यहाँ पर दिया बनाया हुआ है, चराग दिखाता हूँ। देखो एक बड़ा सा फूल बनाया हुआ है, ये वाला। यहाँ पर डांसिंग शुरू होगा, लेकिन पता नहीं कब होगा, लेकिन मैं आप लोगों को दिखाऊंगा। ये बहुत प्यारा बनाया है, ये पता नहीं कौन सी फूलों का बनाया, देखते हैं और आप लोगों को दिखाता हूँ। ये कुछ फूल, हाँ दूसरे फूल हैं, लेकिन ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे वो एक होते हैं ना, क्या उस फूलों का नाम नहीं आ रहा, मैं समझो वो फूलों से बनाया हुआ। नहीं वो थोड़ा हंसी से रह रहा था, आगे बच्चा आ गया था। ये अंदर बहुत खूबसूरत बना हुआ वहाँ।
Every year, Auckland in New Zealand, the country which is far away from India, Diwali festival is celebrated with great enthusiasm. Various artists participate to make it a grand event. It is a way for the Indian diaspora and New Zealand to celebrate the festival of lights with their western neighbors.
जा